it to be very healthy? 75? That's wrong. The answer is 33%, which is 1/3. 33% or 1/3 of the soil should be organic matter so that you have the healthiest results for your plants. And does anyone know about tilling the soil? All right, what can you guys tell me about tilling the soil? Yes?
Tilling is the process of keeping the soil to allow air or water to pass into it.
That's right. And tilling helps the soil because you're right, you get air down into the soil, which is also good for the roots of plants. Without tilling, if you just allow soil to sit and you don't dig it up or stir it up, you allow pests to evolve and grow in the soil, which could be bad for the roots of the plants. And of course the roots is where the entire plant gets its nutrients from. And if you do not till, then you allow some pests to evolve and grow in the soil, which could deplete nutrients or feed on the roots of the crops. And that's my lesson on soil conservation for the day. And my next lesson here is the water conservation. Can somebody tell me some of the major sources of water depletion? Of using up water? What are some of the major sources of depleting your water sources? Does anyone know? No one? Alright. Some of the major sources of depleting water is excessive use, which is leaving your faucet on for too long, or just letting water waste without using it. Another source of water depletion is plant or business runoff. If you have a big factory or even a small business that has a pipe where it drains out into a river, then that could be another source of water depletion because the water in that river cannot be used anymore. It is very unhealthy. Alright, another source of water depletion is agricultural runoff. If you feed, say you have animals that you are raising on your farm, if you feed them with chemicals, they will have chemicals in their waste. And the waste that comes out of their body, the rain will take that waste into the soil, and then the soil could be very unhealthy from what you feed the animals on your farm. So agricultural runoff is another source of water depletion. And we discussed this a moment ago when we were talking about soil conservation with agricultural runoff. If you use a lot of chemical fertilizers to make your soil healthy, your soil will be healthy for only a very small time, and then the soil will be unhealthy because the rain has taken the chemical fertilizers and taken them to the water, and water will no longer be healthy anymore. The fourth source of water depletion that I have is human waste runoff. And to understand this, we have to ask ourselves, where do our toilets drain? And in this community, what is the answer to that? I do not know. Where do the toilets in this? What's your name?
Esther. Faustina.
What is your name, my friend?
My friend. Valentina.
Okay. My friend right here? Behind you? Your name? All right. Jaguar. I like that name. That's a good name. All right. Behind you? Christian? Okay. Nice to meet you. Wonder? Nice. Brian? Samuel? Nice to meet you. He moved over a row so he didn't have to tell his name. 2 Samuels? 3 Samuels in this class? Okay. Linda? James? Afon? Samuel? All right, 3 Samuel. Benjamin. Oh, he had to do that. Benjamin. All right. Well, you guys seen it. That was me teaching a class to the African children on water and soil conservation. I only spent about a third of the time talking about water and soil conservation, and then after that I didn't have much else to teach, so they just asked me questions about America and I answered them. We made it through the class. I don't want to teach no more though. I was nervous as hell.